Hey, it's Eric Roberts again. Welcome to part 2 of the free mini course. This is from 8chords100songs.com, and I'm here to talk to you today about strumming. There's a few things that I want to emphasize about strumming. First of all, is how to hold the pick and do the right hand motion down. Second of all is how to count. Now, a lot of beginners get stuck in one strumming pattern, or they feel like they can't move on, and they feel stuck with their strumming patterns. I'm going to show you in my complete course how to strum about 15 to 20 patterns, but they're all based on simple strumming that you're going to learn today. So let's talk about how to hold the pick again. Remember that you hold the pick just on one finger. You put your thumb on it like that, and you move it over here like this. Now you see that I just have my wrist straight, and when I strum my G chord straight down. You notice I have no floppy pick hanging out, just a little teeny bit of the pick, just a little bit of the pick hanging out. And I just strum straight down. Most important thing in strumming is to let your pick kind of move with the strings. Now I have an orange pick here, easier for you to see, but when you strum down, you let your pick move in your hand just a little bit. You see how it's going to flex just a little bit when you're strumming, okay? Your pick is going to flex just a little bit. So when you strum down, it kind of flexes down, and you strum up, it kind of flexes up. But you're holding just a little bit of your pick out, just a little bit. There's not a whole bunch of pick hanging out. That's floppy pick. Nobody wants floppy pick, especially not me, and hopefully not you. There's just a little pick. The hand is open, the pinky is on, and when I strum straight down into the guitar. Okay? Nope. A lot of people take their hand and they do this motion. They strum out like this. You're not going to do that either. Don't do that. Just do straight down in, all the way in, and your pick ends up on your guitar. If you have a pick guard, you'll notice that my pick does touch the guitar. Okay, so let's talk about, now that we have an idea of what we're going to do, let's talk about how to count. And you can see on exercise number 1 on this page that we have 4 quarter notes. Each one of those gets 1 beat. Quarter note gets 1 beat. So that would be strummed, pattern 1 on our sheet today would be strummed just like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that is a basic strum. And number 2 would be with a down up, and that would be quarter, 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 eighth, eighth, or counted like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and. Now that is my pattern 2, and that is just with a down up. Now notice when I come up, I don't come all the way up. I just come a few notes up. I just grab the bottom 2 or 3 and do the up. Okay? So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, and. Okay? And that's the basic pattern number 2. Now, if you would like to know, you're going to have about 15 different patterns in my 8 Chords 100 Songs DVD set, but my favorite pattern, it's not on this sheet, but it's really easy to do. It's pattern number 6. It's all 8th notes and it's all down. Let's do it for fun. It would be counted like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and it's all down. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and notice I'm just grabbing the bottom 4 or maybe 5 strings. Not all strings are being strummed every time, and that's selective strumming, something that we'll learn a little bit more about later. At the bottom of the page on part 2 of your mini course, just on this website here, you can see that I have some different directions, and that's really important to know what direction to strum. First of all, on a downbeat, you always strum down. On the 1, you must always strum down. Don't get in the habit of putting an up strum on the strong beat. The strong beat being 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's say you have 2 8th notes together. You would strum 1 and, so down, up. If you have 16th notes together, you would strum down, up, and 16ths are counted one-y and up, or ticka ticka. So you would go ticka ticka, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. That would be 4 16th notes, and that's on the page as down, up, down, up. Okay, so there are some other examples on the page you can see, and we'll be putting all those together in my 6 DVD course that I have on 8chords100songs.com. But for the basics of strumming, Don't get caught up in all the patterns and all the things. It's basic rhythms. And we will begin to add syncopation, we will begin to add accents, selective strumming, other things that make basic patterns sound really, really great. For example, I will play for you a little bit of In the Secret. In the secret, in the quiet place, in the stillness you are there. In the secret. Alright, in that song, it's a simple pattern 6, all 8 notes down. I'm giving a little accent on one. In the secret, in the quiet place, in the stillness you are there. And that's what I've done with all down. So you can practice along with me just by playing the D chord to a G chord. Alright, so that's all we're going to do for part 2 of our free mini course. Next week, we're going to start putting chords together and start strumming simple patterns of songs. So just work on memorizing and strumming along with these simple chords, getting your chords, being able to switch between G to a C to a D. That's what you really probably are struggling with at this point. So just be encouraged if you can get those chords made and you can just play simple strumming patterns down on the chords. In a few days, you'll receive part 3 of your mini course in your email. Until then, God bless you. Have a great time practicing.